doing the League of Extraordinary Investigators Scenario 2, which is extracurricular activities. This is the second time I've done it because the entire thing didn't save last time, which is really annoying. But yeah, so I've already got my investigator card out, and I've already input my number. Now my deck hasn't actually changed since last time because Guardians are best, but they have lots of XP. I only managed to get 2, so I'm going to try and save it for, you know, better things. And I did get 1 of each trauma last time. Set this to 5. And components. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 20-sided dice. And then, where is it? Yeah. Where'd it go? There you go. 20-sided dice, and set it to 1. I'm gonna try and keep track of the turns that way. It makes it easier. Yeah. So shuffle that, and we're playing the extracurricular activity today. No, I didn't cheat in the last scenario, so the chaos bag is just normal. This is set to 1, so standard. Search. That's correct. Shuffle this, and we have 7 turns, and pray we don't crash, and 3 clues. So it's actually, and we started in the quad. Now it's impossible for us to actually rescue the professor this time because this is the second scenario. So the end goal is going to be to defeat the experiment or reach the students, but preferably kill the experiment. Sorry. So this area has no clues, but it does have a resign action, which I should hopefully not have to use. I'm going to actually remember to mulligan this time. So keeping Mr. Rook. I don't really need beat cop right now. I don't want to take the initiative. I have to get rid of this. See, now I'm like, do I actually need this? I've got Mr. Rook, so not really. It's merely in there for stick to the plan, to be honest. Shuffle. So keep that. 2, 3. And get rid of that. Zoe's cross. So now I'm like, which one do I actually use first? Well, there's not any. I'm not guaranteed to get any enemies this turn, but the problem. Then again, if I can use this to evade if I absolutely have to. So, yeah. So first action, I'm going to play Mr. Rook. Does he get his stuff on him? No. He must not be programmed into the system yet. So 3 secrets. Now, I don't actually want. See, I'm not going to use him now, and the reasoning for that is I want to go for 9, but I don't want to risk pulling my weakness before I get my gun down. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. So second action. Yeah, second action. I'm going to move to the wait. This is the best way to do this. Move to the Orn library, and I had to spend 1 additional thing to investigate here. And I'm kind of tempted to go for this now anyway. No, not going to. So I'm going to have to spend a action to gain a resource anyway, so I'll do it now. That way I can actually play my gun. Yeah. So enemy fade thing happens, upkeep, draw, set this to 2. And then 1 doom. I'm just going to shuffle this again, I'm pretty sure I did, but yeah. And I get treasure, Terror from Beyond, which I basically discard a card. That really sucks, but I will choose to discard each of my events because I don't really need prepare for the worst. Yeah, discard. So I'm going to play out my gun. That puts me there. And then I'm actually going to use Mr. Rook. So get rid of this. Back in, there you go. And then I exhaust him. And I'll search the top 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well I'm adding 6 cents. That went well. Is there an easy way to do this? I'm pretty sure there is. There you go. It just goes shuffle back in, don't they? Okay, so that was my second. No, that wasn't any action. What am I on about? That was 1. I probably should have done this the other way around, but oh well. So 3. I'm going to actually investigate, so I'm going to wait. Yes, I can. So yeah, so that'll put me up to. I only has 2, so it'll put me up to 4. Then actually, wait, that's a bad idea. Then never mind. Not going to do that. Kind of wish I hadn't put the gun down now, but yeah, that's the big issue with the state resources. That's why I'm Wolf's in there. Wait, what? Oh. I don't really have to, I've not got much choice. I can't afford to waste time. I'm just going to use the 2 actions to get 2 resources. It is a massive waste of actions, but yeah. Because I don't really want to move, because let's come back anyway. Enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep. And actually I get another resource. Don't really want beat up right now, but I will. Doom. Eager for Death. Increases still for each damage on you, so 1, it's 3. Last time I struggled for horror in the one I didn't get recorded, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the initiative for this. So it's 3. Yeah. So 3 to 3. Yeah. Sorry, 3 to 7. Elder sign. I didn't need it anyway, but oh well. So I'm going to do this first. Get rid of that. I'll look at the top 9 cards again. Surprised there's been no weaknesses really. I'll take the machete because that way I have the second gun if I need it. It's not a gun, it's a sword, but you get the idea. That was free. I'll spend my 3 resources to put down my 6 cents. And then I will... Yeah, that was free, everything. And then it cost me 2 actions to investigate, so I'll do that. I'm on 4. I haven't really got any way to boost this, but 4 to 3. That's still not great to be honest, but... yeah, it's fine. So the clue is mine. Enemy fade, for God's sake. Enemy fade, nothing happens. Upkeep, resource, draw. Set this to 4. I wonder. No. I was just checking if you could do the thing with the damage where you hover over and press the number and it'll change it. But no, it does not. So 3. We're not getting any enemies. It's not great. I got a lot more lucky with it last time. But well, nothing I can do about it. And I'll get rid of the last thing, Mr. Rook, and exhaust him again. Obviously doing 9. Taking Lone Wolf, and also taking Smite the Wicked. So that was the first thing I did. It wasn't an action. So yeah, so discard card and select an enemy. The Athenian Observer. And the location that's farthest from me will be 2 connections away. Now I need to go to this. I'm probably going to the science building anyway. Does this hunt? No, it does not. So I do have to go over there. I know the location's under it, but it's fine. Yeah. And now spend a resource to play Lone Wolf. Two. What is it? 3. Yeah. And I will investigate using my 6 cents. Auto fail, great. I'm glad I didn't commit anything to it then. Enemy phase, so this does not hunt. Damn it. gain a resource, draw a card, set this to 5. Evidence, that's very good. Doom, I want to get Machete down before everything goes to hell. Oh, hello. It was nice. It was nice talking to you. And then I gain a resource from Lone Wolf. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend the resource to put into play my Zoe's Cross. Then I'm going to spend an action to engage this, and then my ability goes off, which again the resource, and then I immediately spend it for Zoe's Cross, so this dies, and then I can spend this resource to use evidence, which will get me this. So that was 2, and then for my third, oh, and this should be unexhausted now. Not that it really matters, it's just going to sit there now. I'm probably not going to put Beat Cop unless I really need the boost, because I need the soak. Especially when the experiment comes out. Oh, I don't know, if I get enough resources I might. Wait, yeah, 1, 2. I was in this last turn, wasn't I? So I should have discarded 1. Oh, what? Yeah, so what did I do? I ended it last. Okay, this is. I think this is what this should have happened. This should have been discarded. So I'll put the Whippoorwill back. Put the Whippoorwill back. That was discarded. Keep the resource. And draw the card that would replace it. It would have been on the hunt. I'm still going to play that, and so that's for the Lone Wolf, and I'm still going to trigger it to kill it. I just don't get this clue. In which case then, is it worth getting rid of it? I don't really want it to be around. Yeah, I'll kill it anyway. So 2. I don't want to be. I really want to kill this quickly. So, because the thing is, I'm probably going to end the scenario via killing the experiment anyway, rather than actually getting clues. So this is the only thing I really need to do for clues in this scenario. The other stuff is just if I can. So I'm going to spend the last action to move here. Yeah. So enemy phase, that doesn't move still. Upkeep phase. Thing. Draw. And set this to 6. Then that thing, that's 6. Hopefully I don't get any ancient evils, and then I now said that I probably will. No, it's a barrier. Probably the worst place for it to be. I forgot to play on the hunt. Great job, me. It's fine though. Yeah. Wait, where is it gonna? Oh god, it's gonna spawn here, isn't it? Although I should have gained a resource from this, so I will. My first action will be to spend the resource to put into play machete, so I have in play. I can't kill that thing in one hit, but so I'm going to attempt to move, and I don't. Wait, how many cards have I got left in my deck? 18. I won't bother to use steadfast. So just 4, 2, 4, -1. So I fail and discard the top 5 cards of my deck to move. Yes, thank God. And then I will use my machete to slice him, because why not use machete? Oh, and I gain a resource, sorry. Actually, yeah, so I engage him, I gain a resource, I'll spend it to deal damage to him. It's just 1. Yeah, so machete, move, that was all 3. And then my last action, use machete, and I'll put in vicious blow. So this puts me to 6 to 4, and I'll put in steadfast as well, which is still 4 power, so it's 9 to 4. -2. So this gets killed because it takes 3 damage, and Smite the Wicked is gone. And that was my last action. So I gain a resource, I draw a card, I'll set this to 7, and then, oh, and I should have revealed this, so I apologise. And I put the alchemic labs into play, and it's there. I can't actually, I think it spawns in here, not in where I am now. But yeah, I did all that, doom. So this advances. How much do I have in my discard? Probably quite a bit. Exactly 10, yay. Things if I still 5 more takes 2 horror, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of Mr. Rook, because this way I can play beat cop for the experiment. And we are skipping this. If the dormitories is not in play, put it into play. And this connects to the student union, I believe. Yeah. And it comes to the science building, it goes to where I am. I thought it was the alchemy labs, but whatever. Yeah, and then I will draw my counter card. So test willpower to increase the skill for each damage on you, so it's 3. And I'm 4. Yeah. So I take 2 horror. It's discarded. I'm getting a resource from Lone Wolf, but I'm now engaged with this as well. Oh, and I should have gained the resource and removed it, so what I'm going to do is I'll just put it on now. Yeah. So I'll attack it. 5, 6. -1, so this is now 3. And then I'll attack it again. Obviously we should machete for all this. So 6 to 4. Elder Sign, yes. I deal additional damage. That's now 6. I'm kind of risking being killed by an encounter card here, but you know. And my third action, I will attack it again. So this time I'll discard the Beat Cop. So 5, 6. Skull. Skull is just -1. So yeah, enemy phase. This will attack me. Oh, and I failed. Sorry, because I failed a willpower test, I should have taken a damage. So this thing happens. So it attacks me. I take 2/2. Upkeep phase. No, not 9. Resource draw. Definitely a brilliant hand. And this is where I get killed by an encounter card. That's not an encounter card. I'll keep it. It's supposed to be basically the agenda, but I'll keep it for God's sake. I'll put it here. And then I will use my thing. 5. It hasn't got retaliate anyway. 5 to 4. It is dead. Yes. So that is the scenario over, and this is. Oh damn it. Oh god, what happened? I think that was everything as it was. I pressed Ctrl Z out of habit. Yeah, so this good. So this is dead. So 4 XP. I took, because that including the Aura Library and then these two. So 4 XP, and then yeah, I took 8. This is 8. This is turn 8. I can't remember if I changed the die, but I think I did. And yeah, repeating, I didn't change this deck since last time. So great. So this is the end of the stream. I'll be back at some point with the third part of the campaign. Goodbye.